Let us begin. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for today's parliamentary debate on the topic of the legalization of abortion in the Philippines. We have two teams. The government team, which support the legalization of abortion, and the opposition team, which opposes it. Each team consists of two speakers. So without further ado, let's begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judge and respected opponents, today we are in favor of legalizing the abortion in the Philippines. It is crucial to recognize that women should have the right to make decisions about their own bodies. Denying women access to safe and legal abortion puts their lives and health at risk. By legalizing abortion, we ensure that women have access to proper medical care and reduce incidents of unsafe back-allied abortion. It's time to prioritize women's health and reproductive rights.
Thank you, Mr. Bantang. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, we firmly stand against the legalization of abortion in the Philippines. Our opposition is grounded in the belief that every human life is sacred, regardless of stage of development. By legalizing abortion, we risk devaluing the sanctity of life and promoting a culture of convenience, our responsibility. Instead of resorting to abortion, we should focus on improving access to comprehensive sex education, contraception, and support systems for pregnant women.
Our opponents argue for the sanctity of life and we respect the viewpoint. However, we must also acknowledge the realities faced by countless women finding themselves in extremely difficult circumstances. Criminalizing abortion forces women to resort to dangerous and clandestine methods, endangering their lives. Legalizing abortion would enable proper regulation, ensuring the safety and well-being of women while still valuing life. It is a compassionate approach that recognizes the complexity of these issues.
While we empathize the challenges faced by women, we must consider the ethical implications of legalizing abortion. Human life begins at conception. It's our duty to protect and preserve it. By legalizing abortion, we disregard the potential for life and open a Pandora's box of ethical dilemmas. Instead, we should promote alternative solutions such as adoption and comprehensive support system for women facing unplanned pregnancies.
It's time for cross-questioning between the teams. Each team will have the opportunity to ask questions to the opposing team.
How do you define the beginning of human life and how does it relate to the legality of abortion?
The beginning of human life is a complex and philosophical question. However, from legal standpoint, our proposal focuses on recognizing and respecting the rights and autonomy of women in making decisions about their own bodies. We believe that women's right to control her reproductive choice should be prioritized, balancing the interests of the potential life with the rights and well-being of the women.
How do you address the argument that criminalizing abortion puts women's health and lives at risk?
We appreciated the question. While we recognize the importance of women's health and safety, we firmly believe that there are alternative ways to protect these rights without resorting to the legalization of abortion. We propose that comprehensive sex education, increased access to contraceptives, and improved support system for pregnant women can effectively address the concerns while preserving the sanctity of life.
Considering that unsafe abortions still occur in countries where it is illegal, what measures would you propose to minimize the risk associated with clandestine procedures?
The issue of unsafe abortion is undoubtedly a serious concern. To minimize the risk associated with clandestine procedure, we advocate the stricter enforcement of existing law against illegal abortion, while simultaneously focusing on improving access to comprehensive healthcare services. This approach will provide alternatives for a woman facing unintended pregnancies and help them make informed decisions about their reproductive health.
Do you believe that women should have autonomy over their bodies and the right to make decisions about their reproductive health?
We acknowledge the importance of women's autonomy and the right to make decisions about their bodies. However, we also emphasize the need to balance these rights of the unborn child. Our approach focuses on promoting alternatives to abortion, such as adoption, fostering a culture of responsibility, and strengthening social support networks for women facing unintended pregnancies.
Do you believe that the current ban on abortion in the Philippines is effective in addressing the issue in the Philippines?
Thank you for having us. Regarding on the effectiveness of the current ban on abortion in the Philippines, we believe that it falls short addressing the issue adequately. The ban has been unsafe and clandestine abortion, which endangered the lives and health of the countless women. It has contributed as a rise in maternal mortality rates. Therefore, we argue that does not effectively address the problem and instead place women in vulnerable and risky situations.
What would be the potential consequences of legalizing the abortion in the Philippines?
The potential consequence of legalizing abortion is related medical procedures, leading to a significant reduction in maternal deaths and complication healthcare for women, ensuring they can make informed choices about reducing the stigma surrounding abortion, empower women to exercise their reproductive rights. Legalization would also allow for proper counseling and comprehensive reproductive of our bodies with non-contributory knowledge.
How do you respond to the argument that legalizing abortion would help reduce the number of unsafe illegal abortions and subsequently protect the lives and health of women?
While we understand the concern for the safety and health of women, we continue that legalizing abortion is not the solution. Instead, we should focus on comprehensive sex education, improve access to contraceptives and better healthcare services to support women facing unwanted pregnancies. This effort addresses the root causes while upholding the sanctity of life.
Thank you for your responses. We understand that there are differing viewpoints on this matter, and we appreciate your perspective. These issues are complex and require fruitful consideration as we work towards finding the best solution for our society.
Thank you, Mr. Pantang. Honorable members of the government team, we would like to pose a few questions regarding the topic of legalization of abortion in the Philippines. We believe it's important to have a thorough discussion on this matter because any decision is made.
We understand that the government team supports the legalization of abortion. Can you provide concrete evidence or studies that demonstrate the positive impact of legalized abortion on women's health and overall well-being?
Thank you for your questions. Numerous studies from reputable organizations such as the World Health Organization and the Guttmacher Institute have constantly shown that countries with legalized abortion experience improved women's health outcomes. When abortion is safe and legal, women have access to qualified healthcare providers and safer medical procedures, reducing the risk associated with unsafe and clandestine abortion. This leads to lower maternal mortality rates and a decrease in complications arising from unsafe procedures.
How does the government team address the ethical concerns raised by those who believe that life begins at conception and that abortion is fundamentally wrong?
We acknowledge that the issue of when life begins is a deeply philosophical and moral question. However, in this debate, we are focusing on the legal aspect of abortion. The government team believes that it is essential to respect the diversity of opinions on this matter. Our proposal aims to provide a legal framework that takes into account the rights and autonomy of women, while also providing safeguards and regulations to ensure that abortions are conducted safely and responsibly.
What is the government's stand on ethical and moral implication of legalizing abortion? How do you justify potentially allowing the termination of human life?
Thank you for your question. The government understands that the issue of abortion is a complex and sensitive one, encompassing various ethical and moral considerations. However, it is crucial to prioritize the well-being and rights of women, especially in cases where their health, life, or personal circumstances are at risk. The government believes in striking a balance between respecting individual autonomy and ensuring the protection of human life. We recognize that it is a difficult decision to make, and it is why the proposed legislation includes strict regulations and safeguards to mitigate the potential misuse or abuse.
Has the government considered the potential impact of legalizing abortion on the healthcare system, particularly in terms of resources and the allocation of medical professionals?
The government has taken into account the potential impact on the healthcare system. The proposed legislation includes provision to ensure that the healthcare facilities and professionals are adequately prepared to handle the increased demand for abortion services. This may involve training healthcare providers, expanding reproductive health services, and establishing appropriate guidelines and protocols. The government is committed to allocating the necessary resources to ensure the provision of safe and accessible healthcare services without compromising the rest of healthcare system.
What measures does the government team propose to protect the rights of healthcare professionals who may have moral or religious objection to performing abortions?
We recognize the importance of respecting the personal belief and conviction of healthcare professionals, our equal provision that ensure conscientious objection for medical practitioners who may have moral or religious objection to performing abortion. However, it is equally important to guarantee the patients have access to timely and appropriate care, therefore to be proposed. Establishing guidelines to ensure that conscientious objection does not result in denial of care and to burden on patients seeking abortion service.
How does the government team address concerns about the potential misuse of legalizing abortion, such as sex-selective abortion of the use of contraception?
We share the concern about potential abuse, which is precisely why our proposal includes comprehensive regulation and guidelines to prevent such misuse. The legalization of abortion should be accompanied by strict oversight and monitoring to ensure that it is used appropriately and responsibly. By working closely with healthcare professionals, organizations, and relevant authorities, we can establish protocols and safeguards to prevent any form of discrimination or misuse.
How does the government justify the legalization of abortion when it goes against the principle of protecting the right to life?
Thank you for your question. While we understand the concern for the right to life, we believe that the legalization of abortion is necessary to safeguard the health and rights of women. Denying women access to safe and legal abortion services often leads to unsafe and clandestine procedures, endangering their lives. By legalizing abortion, we can establish a framework that ensures the procedure is conducted under regulated and safe conditions, protecting the lives and well-being of women.
Thank you for your responses. We appreciate the government team's insight the critical aspects of the legalization of abortion in the Philippines.
In conclusion, legalizing abortion is not about promoting responsibility or devaluating life. It is about acknowledging the complex realities faced by women and ensuring their health and well-being. It is about providing access to safe medical procedures and reducing maternal mortality rates. By legalizing abortion, we empower women to make enforce choice about their own bodies rather than subjecting them to dangerous alternatives.
In our closing remarks, we emphasize the importance of valuing every human life, including the unborn. Legalizing the abortion would have profound consequences for our society, both ethically and morally. We advocate for a society that supports women facing unexpected pregnancies through improved healthcare, comprehensive sex education, and better social support systems. By furthering a culture of responsibility and care, we can create a better future for all.
I express my gratitude to everyone who has contributed to these parliamentary procedures. Your participation is a testament to the democratic principles that underpin our society. Let us carry the learnings that we have learned from this deliberation forward as we strive to shape our future that upholds the values of justice, compassion, and exclusivity for all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What is the government's stand on it?
it's time to prioritize women's health and reproductive rights. Wait, isa pa.
I would like to greet you the happy birthday and I wish you the best of everything.